At this point, you do have to feel a little bit sorry for Norwich. In the span of 4 years, they got promoted from the Championship, then relegated from the Premier League, once again promoted from the Championship, and right now it does look like they're heading straight back to the Championship. But that is where we come in, because today we take a trip over to Carrow Road and we rebuild Norwich. If you guys enjoy this video, smash the like button, smash the hell out of that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you never miss a video that I upload. Today we finally hit 3,000 subscribers. I cannot say this enough. Thank you so much to everybody who's hitting that subscribe button, watching my videos, liking the videos, disliking the videos, I don't care. Thank you very much for all the support. The road to 5,000 subscribers officially starts right now. Also, the like goal for this video is 150 likes. If you guys can do that, then you are insane. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have yet to see one of my rebuild videos before, here are the rules. The main objective of this rebuild is to win the Champions League. I can make any transfers that I want, making it as realistic as possible. All games have to be simulated, but the Champions League final has to be played. Now that you know how this works, strap yourselves in and enjoy the video. So we begin our journey at Norwich City with just over 17 million. And our first purchase as Norwich City manager is bringing in the Uruguayan centre-back David Martinez away from River Plate for 7 million. We have also just sent out Josh Sargent on a 2-year loan deal. And this is how we got the team looking after that transfer window has come to an end. Admittedly, we didn't really do all that much considering it is our very first transfer window and we are normally very busy. But we still got a little bit of money to work with in the January transfer window, so it isn't all bad news. We are as well indeed rocking with a 5-2-3 formation. You guys did say to me that you wanted me to spice things up with the formation, so that is exactly what we are doing right now. Plus, I really don't like the idea of being relegated in season 1, and I think a 5 at the back formation might just help us to survive the first season. Gotta admit though, I haven't got high hopes for this season. It is gonna be a rough one. So at the midway point of this season, as it stands, we're currently sitting 5 points clear of the relegation zone. In comparison to the real life bottom 3, it's a little bit different. You got Brentford, Leeds United and Watford. Arsenal 11th as well. Beautiful. Probably the biggest signing we're going to make this season. We have just brought in the French central midfielder Jeff Rain Adelaide for 10 million. Meanwhile, we have just loaned out Placheta on a 2-year loan deal. And this is how we got the team looking after that transfer window has come to an end. There are visible improvements in the team. Unfortunately, Kabak has gone back to Schalke because for some reason, even though he was in every single game, the club wanted him back because he wasn't getting playing time. EA, please sort this out. But after the first half of the season, I think our chances of surviving the Premier League this season are actually pretty decent. And as we come to the end of this season, we have managed to successfully survive the Premier League for more than one season, something Norwich in real life can't actually do. If you're a Norwich fan, I beg don't hunt me down for that comment. Surprisingly enough, Leeds United, Watford and Wolverhampton Wanderers actually got relegated. Wolves, out of those 3 teams, I definitely would not have seen coming. So let me get this straight. Wolves get relegated from the Premier League, but are good enough to win the FA Cup. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, Manchester United won the Carabao Cup. Stade Rennais won the Europa Conference League. Wow, this is a bit of an upset, isn't it? Leverkusen beat bloody Manchester City to win the Europa League. And Real Madrid beat Wolfsburg of all teams in the final of the Champions League. Timo Pukki, I must admit, has surprised me. 28 goal contributions in 42 games in the Premier League isn't bad going at all. Whilst our team is bang average at best, we've got a couple of shiners in this team. Milo Rashica for start has gone up to 79 rated. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this guy's name, but he's gone up to 79 rated already. He's only 20 years old. This guy could come pretty decent for us in the long run. We've got Matthias Norman, who's gone up to 80 rated already this season. Not to mention Max Aarons. For me, the first season with Norwich was all about avoiding relegation. If we could do it in season 1, we've got no issues going forward surviving the Premier League. All we have to do now is start growing the team properly. In Season 2, we've been given just under 25 million. And our first signing is the Dutch centre-back from Leeds United, Pascal Struijk, and he's just come for just over 11 million. And we have brought in yet another centre-back, this time by the name of Tuta, and he has come for just under 12 million. Meanwhile, we've just sent out Adam Ida on a 1-year loan deal. We've also just sent out Todd Cantwell on a 2-year loan deal, and we've also just sold Lucas Rupp for just over 2 million. We've also just sent out Bali Mumba on a 2-year loan deal, and we've also just sold Jordan Hugill for just over 1 million. million. We have also just sent out Omo Bamidele on a 1-year loan deal. And this is how we got the team looking after that transfer window has come to an end. It is a much improved team. I had to make sure going into season 2 that above all else I improved the defense, and I think I have done quite a good job at doing that. The next thing that we do need to do though is make sure that next season, or maybe even this season, we've got to keep it for next season, because Tim Krul, 34 years old, 78 rated, he's been a fantastic player for Norwich. However, his time will soon come to an end. As for my objective this season, I'm hoping to get a mid-table finish. I'm genuinely baffled at how we are in the bottom 3 at the midway point of this season. We are actually only 1 point away from being outside the relegation zone. It's just the fact that we're there that baffles me, because our team isn't one of the worst teams in this league. I can put my life on that. Meanwhile, we have made a couple of sales during this transfer window, starting with Kenny McLean for 2.6 million. We've also just sold Gian Ellis for just over 5 million as well, because he wasn't happy with the club for whatever reason. Meanwhile, we have also just picked up a player called Luis Travis, a central midfielder from PSG, 75 rated, 25 years old, and we got him on a pre-contract agreement. And you can now see why I'm really disappointed that we are in the bottom 3 with a team as good as this. It's not amazing, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of positions that need a lot of improvement, but this team is definitely too good to be in that bottom 3. I am praying to God that we get out of the relegation zone by the end of the season, otherwise this rebuild is going to get caught very short. Thank God we found some form at the end of this season, finishing 13th place. Considering at the halfway point of this season we're in the bottom 3 and we've gone from the bottom 3 to 13th, we've done pretty goddamn well. How do Spurs win trophies on this game, man? So unrealistic. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup. It was Latium who won the Europa Conference League. AC Milan beat the nobodies to win the Europa League, and PSG were crowned champions of Europe. Timo Pukki, I think it is about time we said goodbye to you, mate. You're going down and overall now, even though you were our top goal scorer. That, Jesus Christ, we did not have a good season at all this time, did we? Holy shit, we had a bad season. We only got 2 players overall in double figures when it came to goals this season. That's how poor we actually were. However, the good news is this guy is insane. 21 years old, 83 rated. The Greek winger is gonna be something bloody special. I definitely think though that next season, if we can get a better striker and goalkeeper, we'll be looking at a top 10 finish. We begin this season with just under £36 million. And to start our transfer window off, we have found this free agent, Eduardo Alves, 19 years old, the Brazilian left back, 77 rated, got high potential as well. Hopefully he can come really good for us. Meanwhile, we have just sold Ben Gibson for just over £3 million. We've just finished doing a shit ton of business. Firstly, we have just sent out Adim Idar on a 1-year loan deal. We sent out Sebastian Soto on a 2-year loan deal. And we have just sold Jacob Sorensen for just over £6 million. I said at the end of last season that we did need a new keeper because Tim Krul is edging closer and closer to retirement as this rebuild goes on. So we have just brought in Georgi Mamardashvili for 19 million. Meanwhile, we have just sent out Kieran Dowell on a 1-year loan deal, and we've also just sent out Josh Martin on a 2-year loan deal. We've also just sold Sam Byron for 4 million. We have sold Timo Pukki as well for just under 7 million. He's been a fantastic player for us so far this rebuild, but it was time to let him go. And we have just sent out Rocky Bashiri on a 2-year loan deal. And this is how we got the team looking after that transfer window has come to an end, and the improvement that has happened to this team from last season to now is staggering. If we are somehow in the bottom 3 by the midway point of this season, I'm going to be so goddamn disappointed. Obviously, we've got Sargent up top. We still got a lot of money to play with from this transfer window that we haven't yet spent. So in January, we will be looking for a much better striker option. At the midway point of this season, we're actually doing brilliantly. 12th place in the table is a much better place to be than bottom 3. Hopefully, we can just keep this up because I don't want to be anywhere near that relegation zone this season. And like I said to you guys earlier, we needed a new striker for the team, and I think we found a gold mine. João Pedro, the Brazilian striker, 22 years old, 79 rated, and he cost us just over 35 million. And this is how we got the team lining up for the second half of this season. Unfortunately, Martinez has picked up an injury that's going to put him out for the rest of the season. Fortunately enough, we do have Hanley in his place. And with the acquisition of João Pedro in this team, I've got no doubt in my mind that we're going to reach levels that we weren't going to reach before. I'm thinking if we're lucky, we could potentially pick up a top 10 finish this season. While this season definitely took a turn for the worse, we very narrowly managed to survive the Premier League in our 3rd season in it. We should be pushing for top 10, top 8 finishes. We should not be fighting survival. The only good thing about this is Spurs finished 14th. Meanwhile, Liverpool won the FA Cup, Manchester United won the Carabao Cup, Nantes won the Europa Conference League, Inter Milan beat the Bottle Jobs to win the Europa League, and PSG won the Champions League. I don't know what I have to do to get get a better finish in this league. Norwich are a very, very difficult team to rebuild. We're 3 seasons into this rebuild now, and we've pretty much gone backwards every single season. I am actually running out of ideas on who to bring into this team to make it better. The confusing thing is, the team itself is actually really good considering what it used to be, so why we're still finishing in the 17th place is beyond me. Let's just hope that next season it isn't a repeat of this season. We start this season with just over 40 million. Our first bit of business in this transfer window is selling our goalkeeper for 41 million. Now the reason for this is because 3 months after we got him, he wasn't happy with his wages. EA seriously need to sort this out. In fairness though, we have brought in quite a suitable replacement. We just brought in Dean Henderson, the English goalkeeper, 27 years old, 84 rated. He came for just over 38 million. And to bolster the defensive lineup, we brought in the very experienced centre-back, the Frenchman Clement Lenglet, for just under 35 million. And after what is likely the best transfer window we've had so far this season, this is how we got the team lining up. Look at this team: Norman, 83 rated, Lenglet, Henderson, Struit, Martinez, Aaron, Rashika, João Pedro, our best player so far, Zolis. Our next step is definitely getting a better central midfielder. Rain Adelaide is a decent player, don't get me wrong, but he's 79 rated and he's lacking. But that will have to wait probably until next season now, because after signing Lenglet and Henderson, we are completely broke. So at the midway point this season, we are mid-table, but I'm not getting my hopes up because we were around about this point last season and we almost got relegated. We have started this transfer window as well by making a couple of very big sales. This one will take you guys by a little bit of a surprise, but I have got a reason. We've just sold Rashika for just under 73 million. He wasn't happy with the club for whatever reason as well. He wasn't getting played, even though he's by a mile the best player in his position. He wanted out of the club and I had really no choice. Otherwise, he would still be in this team. And we have also just sold Jeff Rain Adelaide for just over 16 million. Taking Rashika's place, we have just picked up this free agent, Igor Dragic, 22 years old, 83 rated, absolute bargain. I said to you guys at the start of the season we wanted a central midfielder, and my god have we got a good one. We brought in Kayado Manu Kone for just under 61 million. We brought in yet another defender to bolster that defensive lineup, Coletta Carr, 83 rated, 28 years old, 27 million. It's safe to say I'm very confident in this team now. This team has massively improved through that transfer window. With the additions of Dragic, Kone, Coletta Carr, Lenglet, Henderson, we may actually have a decent chance to gain European football either this season or the season after. But for me personally, if we don't end up anywhere near the relegation zone, I'm considering that a win for this season. What a turnaround one season has made. We've gone from finishing 17th place last season to finishing in the top 6 this season. We are officially in the Europa League next season. What a goddamn transformation. It just sucks that Arsenal finished second and Spurs are in the top 6. Meanwhile, somehow they won a trophy. Leicester City won the Carabao Cup. Wolfsburg won the Europa League. And Dortmund beat Bayern Munich to win the Champions League. João Pedro, take a bow, lad. 33 goals, 8 assists in 44 games. That is tremendous going. Solis, 18 goals, 8 assists. This guy's just a freaking superstar, ain't he? Dragic, 5 goals, 3 assists. Do you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he joined us midway through the season. But next season, I am expecting big numbers from this guy. Hopefully, our budget next season, because we are in a European competition, will be a little bit better than what we've been given for the past couple of seasons. And if it is, we'll definitely be getting Champions League football within the next 2 seasons. We begin this season with a staggering 109 million. And our first bit of business in this first transfer window is bringing in Tino Livramento, the English right back, 22 years old, 82 rated, and he cost us 42.5 million. And we just spent big money on this, guys. Fen Botman, 25 years old, 84 rated, and he cost us just under 54 million. Meanwhile, once again, we have sent out Ademi Dar on a 2-year loan deal. I'm almost certain we have just picked up Handanovic's regen on a free, 19 years old, 82 rated already. Man, this team looks sexy, doesn't it? Just take a look at how good this team's become over the past couple of seasons. When you compare season 1 to right now, this team is freaking unrecognizable. We haven't even spent that much as well either. When you actually think about it, I think we spent just under 250 million in the span of 4 or 5 seasons. That's the equivalent of what Manchester City do in one transfer window. I can't lie, going into this season, I'm expecting top 4 football and I'm expecting expecting to do exceptionally well in the Europa League. And we are in Group G, joined by Club Brugge, Ferencvaros TC, and Molde FK. If I've mispronounced any of them team names, I do apologise. But I'm very confident that in this group, we will absolutely storm it. As expected, we stormed this group quite easily. 6 points clear of second place Club Brugge. We didn't lose a single game in the process. Honestly, I'm confident we can win this entire damn thing. However, in the Premier League, we are top 8, don't get me wrong, but I was expecting us to be a little bit higher in the table, maybe top 6, maybe even 5th place, but we're definitely on the right path to that top 4 spot that we all want. We didn't do anything in that transfer window because, quite frankly, we're broke and I didn't want to get rid of any of these players whilst I can help it. I might be over-expecting here, but I'm expecting at least a top 4 finish, or failing that, at least getting to the final of the Europa League. If neither of those things are achieved by the end of this season, I'm considering this season a massive L. So we have come to the end of the season, and unfortunately it is a massive loss in the Premier League with 9th place overall. Quite frankly, I'm disappointed. Our team should be doing a lot better than 9th place in the Premier League. Our front three is sound. Our midfield is definitely alright. I think it's literally our defence that lets us down. If we can make some signings next season that will bolster the defence and improve it, we might have a decent chance at top 4. But still, with the team that we've got now, we should at least aim for top 6. Meanwhile, we have in fact beaten them shitheads Arsenal 2-1 in the FA Cup final. At least it's not all doom and gloom. And Newcastle United also pulled off a massive upset, beating Liverpool to win the Carabao Cup. Leicester City also won the Europa Conference League. So here's the moment of truth. How have we done in the Europa League? Are we out of Europe completely, or are we in the Champions League next season? Let's take a look. Oh shit, okay, we won the whole damn thing. Fair freaking play. We did shit in the Premier League. We did well in the FA Cup. We didn't do well in the Carabao Cup, but we have secured the W in the Europa League. I am freaking buzzing with this. Finally, some progression. And Manchester City beat Porto 4-0 to win the Champions League. Between them three, with goals and assists combined, they have got 103 goals between them. That is outrageous. Next season is going to be a big one. Champions League at long freaking last. Plus, we are going to get a shit ton of money next season because we won the FA Cup and the Europa League, so we are going to be bringing in some big names. So even though last season we had our best season yet with Norwich City, this season we've been given £40 million less in the transfer budget. Someone please explain to me how that works. To start this transfer window, we have upgraded the fullback position. We have brought in Marcus Holmgren Pedersen, the 26-year-old Norwegian fullback, 42.6 million. You gotta admit now that this is what a Champions League team looks like. I am so freaking happy with how this team has turned out so far. Obviously, there are still improvements to make to this team. Maybe another centre-back. I'm waiting for this guy to improve. I know for a fact he will. He's only 23 still, so he's got a lot of time to improve. Our front three proved that they can carry us and then some last season, bagging us over 103 goals between them. So I do genuinely just think it is the centre-back position that needs improving, and we will genuinely stand a good shot of actually winning the Champions League. We are in the group of death. Jesus Christ. We're in Group C, joined by Dortmund, Monaco, and FK Bodo Glimt. I've never heard of them, I'm not going to lie. I'd go as far to say we're favourites to go through top of the table, and the second place will be between Dortmund and Monaco, but I don't know how good or bad Monaco and Dortmund's teams are. Knowing them, they're going to be pretty good, but I would favour Dortmund over Monaco. I almost call this group to perfection. We did go through top of the table, 1 point clear of second place Borussia Dortmund. However, it was Monaco who finished bottom of the group instead of FK Bodo, which took me by complete surprise. But if I'm being honest, I couldn't really care less. We're through, and that's all I really care about. So round of 16, who's our opponent? We're up against Napoli. Do you know what? I will definitely take Napoli considering who was in the round of 16. This is exactly what I want to see. We are second place to Tottenham Hotspur. That is not what I want to see at all. But all jokes aside, this is genuine progress. Second in the league at the midway point of this season. We've got a very good chance at not only winning the Champions League, I do believe now, but winning the Premier League as well as maybe even the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. We haven't done anything in that transfer window. We didn't sell anyone, didn't buy anyone because we were completely broke by bringing in the new transfers that we brought in at the start of this season. I have to admit though, I would not like the idea of coming up against this team. Napoli are definitely in for for a rough ride in the round of 16. It's quite refreshing to come up against a new team every once in a while, but I'll be completely honest with you. If we don't beat Napoli quite convincingly in the round of 16 tie, I'm going to be quite disappointed. We're away from home in the first leg. Let's get this over and done with. 3-1 victory, first leg. Second leg is basically in the bag. We are basically through to the quarters. We have basically done all the hard work in that first leg. That's why I always say in these games, if you can get a good game in the first leg, the second leg you can take your foot off the gas and relax a little bit. We are at home in the second leg at Carrow Road. 3-1 advantage. Surely to God we have got this in the bag. 6-2 on aggregate, 3-2 on the night. We quite easily progress to the quarters. We are getting lucky in the knockout stages of this competition. We're facing off against a team we've already comfortably beaten. These were second fiddle to us in the group stage. I'm very confident we're making it to the semi-finals already. At home in the first game, we are hosting Dortmund. Let's get that 3-2 victory in that first leg. That is exactly what you want to see. We go to the second leg with an advantage. Obviously, I would have liked a little bit of a better advantage going into this second leg. It is still Dortmund. Dortmund are still a very good team. 3-2 on aggregate is decent, but I would have liked maybe a 3-1 or a 3-0. But nevertheless, we have to take what we can get. We're away from home in this second leg. Hopefully, we can bring it home and progress to the semi-finals. 2-1 on the night, 5-3 overall. We are into the semis. I've got a strong suspicion that Barcelona are definitely going to be our biggest challenge in winning the Champions League. I can't see many teams being better than Barcelona. And as you can see from Barcelona's team, they haven't messed around in the transfer window. They have brought, and they have brought very freaking well. But we are at home in the first leg, so hopefully we can get, once again, an advantage going into the second leg. It is a draw this time. Okay, this is going to be squeaky bum time in that second leg. It quite literally all comes down to this. 1-1 on aggregate. The second leg against the big boys of Spanish football, Barcelona. We are away from home in this second leg tie, and let me tell you something, this is definitely not going to be as easy as it was against Dortmund or against Napoli for that matter. So let's just quick sim this game and hope to God we've got what it takes. Oh my God, we've done it! 5-3 on aggregate, 4-2 on the night. We have absolutely smashed the Champions League this season. And for the first time in a very, very long time of doing this rebuild series, we are facing off against Juventus in the Champions League final. Now that is going to be a game that is going to be worth watching. This game was actually going to be quite unique for me because I very rarely play with a 5 at the back formation, so it was going to be very interesting to see how we actually get on. But you guys know the drill by now. Before we get into the final itself, we're going to see how we've done elsewhere this season. Oh man, we're moving on swiftly. Spurs fucking won it, didn't they? And Arsenal finished above us. Nah, this season's a write-off even if we win the Champions League. Have we just won back-to-back FA Cups? I think we freaking have, you know. Manchester City won the Carabao Cup, Valencia won the Europa Conference League, and it was Inter Milan who won the Europa League. This rebuild with Norwich has been incredibly difficult, I ain't gonna lie. Them first 3 seasons, we were literally fighting for survival, and then the 3 seasons after, we were getting better and better and better, and we finally got to the final after the 6th season. I'll say this as well, guys. If you want a good-ass striker, João Pedro is your man. 25 years old, 92 rated. This guy was an absolute bargain. Man, Norwich versus Juventus is definitely not a fixture you see every day, is it? Especially in the Champions League final. Can't lie, looking at Juve's team, it isn't exactly difficult either to see why they're in the Champions League final. On top of that, they beat PSG in the semi-final to get to the final, so we cannot take these guys lightly. But it is time to get into the game. It is Norwich versus Juventus at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 8 PM kickoff in the Champions League final. Apart from the RB Leipzig career mode, I have actually not used the 5 at the back formation on any FIFA at all, so this is going to be quite interesting. Hang on, we got a chance here already. Ooh. You know what I love about this career mode in particular? I've managed to keep at least one player from the actual Norwich team itself and bring him into the Champions League with me. We've got Dragic on the wing. Oh my god, look at that for a bit of play. He's on, oh my god. Oh, what a save from Simon. Holy shit. I can't even be mad at that. That was an absolutely world-class save. Oh, that's a beautiful bit of play, that is. He's on his right. Oh my god, this keeper is ridiculous. Oh, beautiful ball into João Pedro. Norman, he's on his right. Ooh. Norman's picked the ball up here. Can we find João Pedro? João Pedro's in a bit of space. Oh my god, this keeper. What do we have to freaking do to beat this keeper, man? This is getting a bit ridiculous here. We've got the ball. Oh, that's a terrible ball then. This is going to be one of them games where they get one shot and it goes in. And that is the half-time whistle. We go into the half-time break 0-0, but we absolutely should be winning. Juventus' keeper is absolutely playing his pants off. Livramento is on the wing. He's found Solis. Solis has got so much pace to work with. We can find João Pedro in the box. He's gathered it. We can have a pop. Oh, no, hang on. Is he still offside? Hang on. Oh, no way. Has their keeper just saved that? Oh, my God. What's he going to take? Oh, no. Not like this. Not like this. Get a tackle in. Get a tackle in. Beautiful stuff. Oh, the run. Come on, Solis. Come on, use that pace. You've got all the pace in the world. It's now or never. Oh, thank God for that. Finally, we have broken the deadlock. Finally, we have beaten Juventus' keeper. Finally, we are winning 1-0. This goal has been coming for so freaking long. Juventus' keeper has been playing an absolutely world-class performance, but he was bound to concede sooner or later. We at long last are winning this game, and it's nothing more than we deserve. Considering Juventus are the ones who are losing, you'd think they would be the ones pressing us, but no. They've literally got no striker up top. Look, that's where their striker is, just on the semicircle. Norman's foul. Oh, what a turn. What a turn. Oh, and again. Oh my God. Simon, stop it. Solis has got the ball here. We're going to have a pop. Ooh, damn. We have 10 minutes left in this game. We just need to hold this lead for 10 more minutes and our mission is complete. We've got the ball in the middle of the park. It's literally 4-on-3. The right pass will make this game over. João Pedro, do what I paid you to do. He has delivered. 2-0. It is done. The game is absolutely done. Finito. Finished. Juve went all out, as they should at this point in the game, and we just completely exploited them. It was 4 against 3. We picked out the right pass. João Pedro, making no mistake about that. Simon, for once, didn't stand a chance. That surely has to be game over. And that is full time. We have officially completed our objective. We have made Norwich City from being in a relegation battle this season to being top of the freaking world. We have just won the Champions League with Norwich City. That was probably one of the most challenging rebuilds I've done in quite some time. The first 3 seasons were so goddamn difficult, but after that, the players started to improve. We started picking up some wins, picking up some form, attracting the right players to the team, and finally, we are the champions of Europe. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do by now. Smash the like button, smash that hell out of that subscribe button, turn that notification bell so you never miss a video that I upload. The day I recorded this video is the day that we hit 3,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button. There's a lot more coming. That is all from me. It has been your boy Godwin. I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon. Until next time, I'll see you later.